Implementing the adapter pattern is super easy. Let me show you. So in the adapter package, let's add a new class called Caramel Filter. We could also call it Caramel Adapter. This class should implement our filter interface. Now, as I told you in the last video, here we should store a Caramel object, because whenever the apply method is called, we want to forward this request to that Caramel object. So let's declare a private field of type Caramel. Now let's initialize this using a constructor. There you go. Finally, in the apply method, whenever we want to apply this filter, first we have to call the init method. Let's imagine this is a requirement set by the third-party library. Whenever we want to use a filter, first we have to call the init method. So we call this method and then we call the render method and pass this image. So this is our adapter. Now we can go to our main class. Instead of using this Caramel class directly, we use the Caramel adapter or the Caramel filter. So take a look. The compilation error is gone because this class implements the filter interface. Now here we should pass a Caramel object, so new Caramel. Now let's run the program. So we successfully applied the Caramel filter. Now, in this implementation, we are using composition because our Caramel filter is composed of a Caramel object, but we could also use inheritance. Let me show you. So I'm going to create another class. I'm going to call this one Caramel Adapter. Here we can use inheritance. So we can have this class extend the Caramel class and also implement the filter interface. Now, in the apply method, first we need to call the init method. Because this class extends the Caramel class, here we can directly call the init method, and then we can call the render method and pass this image. So we can also use inheritance to implement an adapter. However, this approach is not as flexible as using composition because in Java we don't have multiple inheritance, so a class can only have a single parent. In this demo, this filter is an interface, so it's perfectly acceptable to have a class that extends another class and implement an interface. But if this was an abstract class, then we couldn't have this class extend two different classes, Caramel and filter. So that is why composition is a better approach to inheritance.